pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide against the USC Trojans. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. And he finally steps out, but not before an excellent return to set up the offense. Here's the handoff. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Now this defense is in a perfect situation. You're creating an obvious passing situation for the offense, and you can get these pass rushers going. Get them out on the edge, let them get after the quarterback, and create havoc in the backfield.
Wideouts now clustered. Back to pass. It's Mayava. Looking right, this one caught. He's got some space, look out. Touchdown, Trojans, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. Clearly a long way to go, but you can't have a better start than this offense just had. Take advantage of good field position right down the field, and they draw first blood here.
And Chris, as we talked about, it's so important in these big games to establish early momentum, get an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they were able to do. Credit that field position as well. Kind of a short drive, but they're able to capitalize and stick it in the end zone.
And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Well, we knew they would start out with the run game. This running back has had over 1,500 yards. It's why he was a candidate for the Doak Walker Award. I love his speed and his vision. He's got to get established early if they want to have offensive success today.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That's a solid gain, moves the ball to the 29.
Keeping the defense honest with the run game, always important. Plus, this offense is staying on schedule.
So a very makeable 3rd down for the offense from the 29. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Across the 40. He's got space. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Chris, you can just see the electricity. He is so good for a young back. Huge play right there. He's averaging over 5 yards per carry on the year, and this offense has just been transformed since he came in here as a freshman. Now this offense basically goes through him.
Looking for his big tight end. Makes the catch. Can he get in? They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. They'll try to run this one in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. point. And it's good. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Williams. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. And the USC offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Back to throw. It's Mayava. Grabbed by the receiver. He goes out of bounds, but the game moves the ball to the 30.
Well, this is something USC has always been known for. Superstar wide receivers, guys that have a lot of success in the National Football League. Guys like Michael Williams, Nelson Aguilar, Amon-Ra St. Brown, they've been terrific. This is the next guy in line at USC. He's got to play great for the Trojans today.
And the single back takes the handoff. The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Well, these run plays don't look like much, but I'm telling you, they are vital to keep them on schedule, create those short yardage second and third down opportunities.
Now it's second down here.
Offensively, they've got to find a way to run the football with more efficiency. If they're unable to do so, it will be a long day.
Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Out of the gun now on third down. Throws to the tight end. Caught over the middle. It's Bowman. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Well, this is the advantage of a good quality big tight end, is that he can basically just post up the defense on a third down and you create a first down for your offense. This is the type of mismatch that I think they should exploit the rest of the day.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Lets it fly to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, USC. This offense really clicking.
That is exactly what the doctor ordered in this situation. Tight ball game, and they drive the length of the field. Great execution from everyone on the offensive side to go all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
Bringing it out, it's Riley. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. He'll hand it off. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, it seems like the quarterback made up his mind before the snap. This has got to be a post-snap read. To me, this is a pass read all day long. He gives it to the back, and they don't gain any yards.
Important second down play coming up. Play fake, looking to throw. Swarmed by the pass rush, a sack.
It looks to me like this quarterback is really struggling seeing the defense. This is just zone defense, and you can tell he's not very comfortable, and he's sitting in the pocket. He doesn't understand where his eyes should start and where he should go with the football, and because of that, the indecision leads to a sack. He really needs to start locating the safety right at the snap to understand the coverage that he sees.
Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Looking deep downfield to the left. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Chris, it seems to me like this quarterback is predetermining where he wants to throw the football. He's got to just read the concept out. Here, the coverage is really good, and he still forces the football, forces the issue down the field. That ball probably should have been picked off.
He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? He's wrapped up nicely there by the freshman.
Well, the key to 3rd down success is being good on 1st down. And here the defense does a great job on 1st down of bowing up and stopping the run. And that's the key to this thing. If you can create long yardage situations, now they have to throw the football, and that pass rush can start getting after it.
It's USC on top as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of 1 in this quest to move 1 step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Time was running out here in the play clock, so they'll spend the timeout. They'll have 2 more to work with here in the 1st half. Second down play coming up. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Looking downfield. It's Mayava. Zips it down the middle. And it's caught outside the 10 and still going. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run. An explosive play for this passing game, and now, Joel, they're suddenly set up in the red zone.
Chris, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Now they've got an opportunity. Got to put this ball into the end zone. Remember, as a quarterback, you got to think touchdown, check down. Be aggressive with the football down the field. But if it's not there, check it down and continue to move forward. You got to be safe with this ball, not put it in harm's way.
And he fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line. This running back continues to impress, and forget the freshman label. He's had a year of experience now. He's had a tremendous year, and Joel, they clearly trust him, rely on him in this big game.
Chris, what I've been most impressed with is his durability. Normally a young running back, you try to take a few of those carries off of him during the course of the year, but they have just leaned in, and he has delivered. I tell you, this is as impressive of a young running back as I've seen in a long time.
Great start for the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. Looking to pass. It's Russell. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
Really good timing from this secondary. The contact arrives right when the ball arrives, and it's able to dislodge it. Great job for them. Incomplete pass.
And he will be stuffed for no gain. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down. Hold on, Joe. Looks like this offense is going to go for it on fourth down at their own end of the field. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking for the wide out. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. Sees an opening. Bring him down, but not before he converts that fourth down play. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
Well, you talk about setting an aggressive tone here in the first half. You've got fourth and long. This coach is putting the faith in his players, and more specifically his quarterback, and he delivers with a first down. You can anticipate that they will continue to be aggressive, in particular because of this specific conversion. Well, in our meetings, this defense told us they're going to be ready for these plays. They understand the looks and the motion, and they know that this offense loves to use these, in particular early in a game. And here they are trying to go to that well, and sure enough, the defense is ready for it.
Getting set. Here's second down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. He's past the marker and still going. That's a nice play. It'll set him up first down now at the 12.
They are executing exactly what they wanted to, which was control the game on the ground, and they're doing that right down the middle. This offensive line is winning, and I got to tell you, that coaching staff's got to be thrilled with the way they're running it right now.
Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, tied.
This guy has such a nose for the goal line now. Second rushing touchdown of the game. And I'm telling you, anytime he's close, he's getting that ball across the goal line. There is no doubt about it. He is so good in that situation.
Extra point splits the uprights. Bringing it out, it's Williams. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Look out, he's breaking, and he breaks clear down the right side. It's a foot race at the 30 now. Breaks into the clear. Oh, the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, Trojans.
Chris, this group is so good. You give them just a little bit of momentum, they're going to take it, they're going to use it to build a big lead, and that's what they've done. And now this is a precarious situation. Unless you get a score going the opposite direction, this one could get out of hand.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. And he stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, but a touchback would have been a better idea. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. The back's got it. He's stopping right at the 24.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Oh, and he's free down the left side. Can they run him down? They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play. Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Handoff from the shotgun. And they bring him down, but they'll spot the ball to 3. Now we have a timeout call by USC. That's their second. Chance to strategize for this second down play.
Well, this is exactly what you need to do on first down, is continue to stay on schedule and keep your quarterback out of those long yardage passing situations. The run game is doing a good job, and you got to give the credit to the offensive line. Continue to churn yards on first.
Couldn't quite get there, brought down at the 2. They crank up the tempo here for this important third down play. Grab down the middle. It's Edwards. Touchdown, Alabama. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Chris, this is a really good answer from this offense here heading into halftime. They needed to cut this deficit, and they were able to do so. And now this looks like a very different game entering the second half. With this team getting the ball to start the third quarter, now's their opportunity to go out there and really put the pedal to the metal.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Offense showing a bunch formation now. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. First down, looking for more now. He's in. Now here he goes. Finally brought down after an explosive play for this offense. Big game.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes, because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. To throw, it's Mayava. He's running out of time here. Oh, and he's swarmed quickly. It's a sack. And the Tide will now spend their first time out here. They have 2 more to work with before halftime.
There's an old adage when it comes to play callers that you don't get bored with success. And right here, I just don't understand why they're throwing drop-back pass. They just had the explosive run on the last snap. Go right back to it. This defense clearly struggling stopping the run. You don't need to help them by throwing drop-back pass and letting them get after the quarterback.
Trapped again in the pocket. Alabama will spend its second timeout here. They still have 1 more in their pocket for the rest of the half.
Chris, we've got a game wrecker on our hands. Second straight sack here. And I got to tell you, this offense, they better start accounting for him. He is so good. And now, whether it's a back or a tight end, you've got to start double-teaming him in pass protection, or else this could turn into a rout.
He goes out of bounds. They'll spot it at the 25.
It's a pretty solid job by the quarterback here. At least now the head coach is going to have to make a decision. It's 3rd and forever, and he's able to scramble and at least get themselves in the vicinity where they could potentially go for this. Nice job not forcing it down the field. You don't want to turn the football over, and now they can at least have a decision.
Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. Bringing it out, it's Riley. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. To throw, it's Russell. A deep shot to the left side. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
I'm always a fan of an offense being aggressive and taking a shot down the field, and I really love these 4 vertical routes, Chris. This is a concept that I used to love throwing, but as a quarterback, you've got to identify the coverage, and then you've got to stand in there and make a quality throw. Here, I just don't feel like he gave a good ball down the field.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Well, we knew this was going to be a key for this defense. They had to impact the quarterback, make him feel you in that pass rush, and they're able to get to him and hit him as he throws. That play right there, that'll pay dividends the rest of the game.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking to scramble. On the run, he'll let it go. He's got it with room to run. Tackle made after a big gain. So it's a first down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the pass rush gets home. And the time will now use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got remaining here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And that one is incomplete with just 9 seconds on the clock.
Defense is playing well in all areas here. First, the pressure on the quarterback. He's clearly hurried, and because of that, I didn't feel like this was the best read. He just kind of jumps at it and throws it right into double cover.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
This is the benefit of playing zone defense on 3rd down. Chris, look at the eyes of the defender. They're in the backfield. He can break on the ball, and while it looks like a completion for a first down, he shows up with physicality, knocks the ball loose, 4th down.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. The pass rush closing in. And it falls incomplete. One final shot as the quarter expires. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And the Trojans will kick this away to get the second half going. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Quick throw to the left. Look out, he's got space ahead. They bring him down, but a solid 9-yard gain sets up a 2nd and short. A lot of options here on 2nd and short. Will they take a shot or try to pick up the first down? Scanning the field. It's Russell. He cannot escape. It's a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Here comes a handoff. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Stopping the run is about being sound fundamentally and schematically. You got to be where you're supposed to be in your gap, but then you got to fight. And this defense is fighting off blocks, making tackles. They're doing a really nice job.
4th down. No punt. Out of field goal range. They're going for it. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. It's a 4th down stop. The offense will take over in plus territory. The decision to go for it doesn't work out this time. Now the offense is set up with a short field. Run back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Got an opening here. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, USC. They're set now to try with BAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Riley. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a really good job by the defense. Being gap sound, there's nowhere to go for this running back because of the fundamental football being played on the opposite side. This defense is where they need to be, and then they're making the tackle. Really good job defensively.
Quick spin on the run. Now he's got open space. Break. Here he goes. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run. And they lean on the running back to get the first down. He's had a solid game, Joe. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Deep shot toward the end zone. Oh, it's going to be incomplete. Very lucky to avoid an interception there. Risky throw.
That is a poor decision by this quarterback. That's not the matchup that you want. The coverage is tight. Really should have been intercepted. I think the quarterback got away with that one. Sigh of relief from that offensive coordinator that that's not a turnover.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Looking downfield near the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. Caught in the end zone. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half and come out with a W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. And the Trojans' offense is back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And the game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
You know, Chris, one of the things we don't talk about enough in quarterback play is the decision-making in the run game. And here in the RPO, he makes a great read. He's not throwing the football. It doesn't go on his stat sheet, but he hands the football off on a beautiful read, and it's a nice, productive game for this offense.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Looking for his big tight end. He's got a receiver wide open here. They can't stop him. Breaking into the clear. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Southern Cal. A catch and run by the big tight end. What a weapon this guy is.
That's exactly what you want to do on offense here. You've got the lead, and then you've got a short field. Put the pedal down. Get in the end zone, and now they're able to do that. This offense is in a great rhythm. That needs to continue the rest of the day.
And the PAT puts them up 17 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Riley. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. From the shotgun, handoff inside. They'll tackle him at the 27. Second down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. The sure hands. It's Rodgers. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
That's a good find by this quarterback. Move the chains and create another first down. And now you got to keep this momentum going. Take this ball and try to move it all the way down the field and put it in the end zone.
And there's the handoff. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
It's something I love about this defense is their discipline. Look at them stay in their rush lanes, get a nice stop.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw. It's Russell. He escapes the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. Brought down, but crosses midfield to the 46. A positive start for this freshman, Joe, who's had such a solid season. The defense, frankly, hoping they could rattle this young guy in a playoff game, but he looks good there.
Chris, he looks so calm, to your point, and that's something that I was even wondering about, is what his nerves were going to be like as a young player in this environment. Remember, it's a veteran player's game in this day and age in college football. We don't see many freshmen succeeding in this position in this moment, and yet here he is, calm as a cucumber and just dealing down the field. Well, this is a solid job offensively. After that first down play, it puts them behind the chains. Now they're able to get themselves in a position where they've got a manageable third down opportunity. At least as a play caller, now you feel like you've got more at your disposal rather than straight drop back pass.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on third down. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. That decision to go for it on fourth down doesn't work out.
Well, that's a frustrating situation. Fourth down, you feel like you can connect there, and the timing just wasn't there, and it just falls incomplete. Credit the defense. They made life difficult on this offense, and the quarterback was just never in rhythm on that snap.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
This defense is going to have to answer for what's going on with this offensive line in this run game. You cannot sit there and give up 5 and 6 yards on these run plays. You're going to have to commit more resources. Expect the safety to get up near the line of scrimmage.
It's USC on top as we break for the quarter. And with 3 quarters in the books with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Receiver in motion now. They're going to run it here. That play moves the ball across midfield and is set up with a first down at the 41.
These type of run plays, Chris, break the will of the opponent. You've got a big lead. You've had success all day long. They know you're going to run the football. You know you're going to run the football, and they are still gashing it. This is a beautiful job.
Looking for some space. It's Jordan. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Leaning on the run game here late. Again, the run goes nowhere, and it's third and long.
That's really solid defense, being gap sound here in their defensive front 7. And they're doing a great job against this run game. They knew that that was going to be a point of emphasis here today. They wanted to stop the run.
It's caught, and he's got a lane. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion.
They're set up perfectly here, Chris. I think it's time to run the football. You don't want to score too quick. Obviously, if they let you in the end zone, that's one thing. But I think it's time to run the rock like I'm talking about. Maybe get this in on 2nd down or 3rd down and really take some clock away from this opponent.
Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
I think his best strength is havoc plays. He's constantly in the backfield. It doesn't matter if you're throwing the football, he's after the quarterback. You're running the football, he's in the backfield, tackling the running back. He's constantly in the backfield, which is just a pressure situation if you're on offense.
On 2nd and goal, they hand it to him again. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
Well, that's going to bring up 3rd and goal, and now this offense has a decision to make. Do you stay on the ground, or do you try to throw this ball into the end zone? I personally believe you got to understand, do you have 4 downs or not? If you don't, you need to throw the football. If you're willing to go for it on 4th down, this might be a time to try to hit him with another run.
He's swarmed by the defense.
Not a tough decision here, Chris. You go for this all day long inside the 1-yard line. Even if you don't get in the end zone, think about it. The offense then is backed up inside their own 1. Your defense would be in a great position.
He's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. So, the defense gets a stop. Offense turns it over on downs.
They were looking for that last dagger to officially end things, and their defense got to trot on the field, but this thing is over, Chris.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, that is exactly how to stop these quarterback-designed runs. You got to be aggressive up front and win your one-on-ones. Look at these guys, these defensive linemen. They are winning. They're getting into the backfield, and there's nowhere to go for this quarterback.
Looking deep for late-game heroics. Oh, that one's picked off. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat. So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration.
Go, go.